Hi Aquarius, this is Just with your April 15th to the 21st, 2019 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Aquarius, this is definitely a full week for you guys, or remainder of the month actually. I do feel like some of you, if you've been waiting for a response when it comes to work, it looks like you're going to have to decide upon, or need to at least make a decision on one. One, it may have come in already and it's like, okay, they need your answer. The other one could be coming sometime this week, and you'll be a lot clearer about your directions moving forward. If you're looking for work, definitely put yourself out there, because this is an amazing time for you guys to get something. It's not like jobs are just falling out of the sky. You have to be proactive, but there's definitely stuff going on out there. You may eventually, within the next 2 weeks to even up to like a month or so, some of you will be 2 months that you have at least 2 offers to choose from, and it may come down to, who's paying more. Okay. This week, I do see some of you definitely doing too much. Some of you are doing too much. Deep down inside, you know what you're doing. That's one thing. You're clear AF. You're very clear. Not just this week. I feel like you guys are getting clearer and clearer by the day. But you're very clear about where you're going and what you're doing. Some of you just are trying to do too much. And by the end of it, you're going to look and say, I can't even stand up straight. I can't take another account. I can't take another client. I can't work another hour. I can't do another spin class. Like, there's just, at first you start off with like, yeah, I'm going to do 5 16-hour days. And you're like, I can't even do another 10 minutes here. I got to go home. This is crazy. So be careful with, early burnout. I get that fire energy of early burnout, good intentions, but, no stamina. It's kind of what I'm getting here. You'll get it done. You'll get it done, because I feel like your typical Aquarius, ingenious, innovative, thinking gets you through it, but you don't have to kind of put yourself through that. Now, as we get further and further close to the end of the week, or rather for some of you, the end of the month, you'll chuck that. You'll chuck all of this craziness, and you'll go back to being, doing things smarter. Right now, some of you are working hard, which isn't the Aquarius way, but you will end up working smart. I do see that some of you, you're at a place, particularly when it comes to work, that you feel as though there's no end game. Where do I go from here? It's an open-ending question of like, where the hell are you going in life? Like, are you sure you're going to get there? And some of you may feel as though there's no promotion. This is a dead-end job. Like, there's no future here for me when it comes to things, when it comes to traditional ways, right? So this particular job that some of you are working at, challenge those for you to leave it. Challenge is for you to leave it because you need it. Why? Because this is your bread and butter, and this is where you're making money. And deep down inside, you know that although you don't want to work a traditional job, you may have not been in that sector in a long time. You may have not done construction in a long time. You may not have not to adhere to a 9 to 5. You've may been someone to run your own business. Now you have to kind of get back out there again. And you may at first have, ran in with both feet, and now you're like, it's too much. I have my own business. I have this job. I'm doing too much. But then you're going to, as I said, you're going to get better as we get close to the end of the month. You need the job. You obviously should continue to run your business. It's a no-brainer. I do feel for some of you, though, there's a benefit to getting out there networking. So if you are not an entrepreneur, if you're not someone that has your own business, and you feel as though you're in a dead-end job, like you're going through the motions, but as we get further and further toward the end of the month, you can see and you just give in to, well, I have to pay my bills. I have to do. You're not out of the race. Network, get to know people. You are an Aquarius. You ruled by Uranus. So going outside of the box and finding a different way and method of doing things is your natural ability. Use it. Call up people that go into, environments in which you possibly have interest in, and again, network with people. You'll be surprised you may come out with 2 great contacts, one that you may not use as much as the other, but 2 nonetheless, 2 great contacts. that you can kind of do something with. So this is a good time to kind of think outside the box for some of you. Now, when it comes to love, I'm seeing straight away that some of you may have cut someone off. And it's so funny because it's like you cut them off or someone cut you off and you're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Listen, I'm okay. Listen, I accept it. It is fine. You know, you don't have to, I'm not even expecting them to call me. I'm not going to, it's fine. And it's like, you just can't take it anymore. Or someone can't take it anymore. They can't take it. They were all on their high horse, or you were, justifying it. No, I'm not going to call you. Oh, you don't have to call me. I'm fine. And it's like, by every day, it's getting harder and harder and harder to not pick up that goddamn phone. It's harder and harder and harder to not answer the call if they've been kind of pestering you. It's harder and harder to do that. Someone may feel as though for some of you, you may feel as though you have someone right where you want them. Should you use this should you use this for your own benefit? Be careful. Be careful. It's karma. So you want to treat people fairly. But I do feel as though some of you, even though you may feel weak when it comes to a particular person or I do feel towards the end of the month, you will let someone go, or they'll let it go. So whatever, and I don't have the devil card here, but I'm kind of feeling that's kind of sort of the energy, like someone's weak for the other person and they know it. And they use that, or someone may victimize themselves. And because they do that, they find themselves using that as leverage to, manipulate the situation. Whatever it is, as we get closer to the end of the month, that's coming to an end. Someone is going to free themselves from the situation that has not ended, that has been just a challenge. But it's a challenge to truly choose a side. Like, do I really love this person, or, is it something different and I should just, cut my losses? That's a challenge for you or another person. It's also, the situation is not ending though. It's not ending. Obviously, it's a challenge to end it. It's a challenge for you not to go through the same damn cycle with this person. I can't say everyone. So far, you and Libra has gotten the same kind of energy, that cycle going around again, learn the same lesson. And the cycle is, are you going to commit? Are you going to commit to me? Some of you may be expecting this person to leave their marriage, which obviously that's not karmically good for you if you're putting someone in that type of compromise, or not compromise, ultimatum, or it could be that as well. Someone's not going to leave their marriage, but they're not necessarily want to end things with you. They're choosing to try to manipulate the situation. Some of you are going to cut your losses. The other person may do that as well, because it may just get too hot in the kitchen. It's like, I don't want to cause too much of a problem. I do feel like for some of you though, if you're in this tailspin of like, a hamster wheel with a person, getting back out there again definitely opens the door up. Getting out there, meeting people, but doing it lightheartedly, definitely, again, you will meet someone. This is, I wouldn't say, for those of you who are single or trying to get back out there again, this is not the get out there. Your one is out there, or you're meeting, quality people. You may meet people who are, getting out of something, who are still juggling, because if you're coming out of something where there was juggling, you may still be having that energy. So you could still be calling in people like that. But I do feel like some of you, others of you, you may be meeting at least two people. Again, one person that you're going to communicate more with than the other. But there's a good opportunity and its benefit for that, because it helps you more focus on moving forward, because you have something to weigh the person against, right? So if you're giving someone all your attention, all of your energy, you really have no one else to compare them to, right? There's no comparison. But when you're freely and openly dating people, then everyone is being watched and evaluated and analyzed of like, oh, he's great or she's good, but this person, they don't have that, but you do this and that's a problem, and I see this red flag in you that I definitely don't see in that person. So it's always a good thing, I think, if you're single, to healthily date, right? And I feel for those of you who's in this transitional phase and need to let someone go who perhaps is manipulating the situation because they may not be marriage material, or they may be already involved. It's a good time. It's a good thing to go out and open your options up for some of you. I feel others of you, secretly, for some of you, this person intends to be with you. They intend to have this relationship with you. If you feel like you've given someone an ultimatum and they've probably gone quiet, they're just really trying to contemplate all their options. Like, how am I going to finagle this? And then they're going to realize that, either I'm going to just have to concede, which some of them are. Some of them are going to concede, and they're going to say, hey, I'm in it. Others of them, they may say they're going to concede, and you're still going to kind of go through this back and forth with them. And this could be you too. Could be playing those kind of games until you get to the point where you're saying, okay, I'm out. I'm done. But others of you, there will be a commitment. This person has to kind of, especially if you guys are doing this to an Aquarius, that is like a shocker for an Aquarius to take commands and demands and go with it, unless they have some type of Neptune or Pisces, perhaps, but or Libra, more of a compromising type of an energy. But I feel that some of you, again, there's going to be definitely a breakup, a letting go of the situation. Others of you, there will be a moving forward and being more committed now that there's time to process the situation. Okay. Someone may be getting a big slap of reality, big, huge, backhanded slap of reality. Like, if you keep playing, you're going to get what your hand is calling for. It's, out there in that single life is not as great as you may think for some people. So that's kind of what I'm saying for you guys when it comes to love. Now, when we look at the extent, and if you're interested, click the link below. We're definitely going to look more into this person, what their issue is when it comes to what it seems to be cold feet, staying away from you, how they feel about you, what their challenges are with you. Perhaps that gives more detail into why they're acting the way that they are and what their regrets are for you, because that'll tell you what leverage you have as well. Once you guys speak again, or if you were to deal with this person, that tells you what they regret most. And also, how they're going to be approaching you toward the end of this month. And so you can have something to expect for those of you who this person may or may not. Again, we haven't pulled the cards, as well as the love cards we're going to pull, what they're thinking and what would they like to tell you deep down inside if they possibly could overall. So if you're interested in that, click that link below and we can get started. Also, otherwise, you guys can definitely let me know how this resonates. Please do so in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. If you would like something personal with me, I can reach in the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.